At this point, you're going to be working with a lot of needle-nose pliers. Let's see. You're going to be fiddling with the flathead screwdriver, and you're going to be working with the wire cutters. Okay? As you see, how I told you I was going to come through this side of it. I have. I've pulled it through the boot, wiggling it and finagling. Anyway, got it through. I noticed that BMW decided to go with a hard-cased enclosed plastic piece that doesn't, it's pretty much hollow, but how they manufactured this is they actually manufactured it around the wire itself, meaning that there is no break point anywhere on this entire thing from the way I've looked at it. They wanted to make sure this thing wasn't going to come undone or be broken, and they wanted stability, I guess, so they reinforced it. A lot of companies don't do that. Anyway, you got to guess what we're dealing with. So, you know, a company that reinforces it, that's a good thing. But at least make it, when you reinforce something, make it so that you, instead of buying all new wires, like I keep, you know, I get tired of, you know, you don't even know how much these cost. Anyway, the BMW side is when you're dealing with these parts, you're dealing with, you got to know what you got to have a good imagination and education about certain things, such as how things work, what tools are called, and measurements and stuff like that, basics. But you got to get them right. And when you look at this, sometimes you have to look at it a little bit differently. It's best to look at something and then go at it. So anyway, I always take my time, look at it, and I see this is hard enclosed plastic around the middle. I know we need to get to the plastic. So what I've done is I've actually gone through the back side of it. Alright, so anyway, I used the wire cutters, came up the middle, and the back side, keeping the reinforced side. I'm going to try to do it this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up in here and open up and split that wire out of there and solder it directly inside that metal piece. It's going to be kind of tricky, but it can be done. And then we'll have a solid connection. I'll use the multimeter to make sure I got a connection correct, and ohm it out to make sure I have a connection point from here to here. Okay? So what I'm going to do is ohm the meter once I get it soldered up. Once I get this wire out, I'll show you how I get the wire out. Well, I'm going to tell you, because it takes a little bit of time, but we'll get it done, and I'll be back and show you how we come in the back side of it. I split it with the wire cutters. Kept the elbow functionality so far. If I have to go past it, I will. Need to get it done, so that's what we got to do. Anyway, there's a piece of metal in there, just like the rest of the, you know, spark plugs out there. Nothing new, just something different. You know, there's always something. So in this case, and for some reason, it's spinning inside. You know, but I'm not going to worry about that, because as long as the metal's contacting it, I'm good. Anyway, other manufacturers, they don't do this. What they do is they just run a straight piece of metal, hollow, and it's cheaper. It still works. I have no idea why they reinforce this, I guess. I seriously have no idea. The reinforcement's the only thing I could think of, but there you go. Pull it through that direction on ones that have an elbow like that. Okay? I'll be back.